So on 3.7.1, everyone seems to be having an issue and thinking that it's a uCertify issue. Really, it's just doing exactly what a computer's supposed to do. So let's go and show you this really quick. I'm going to F11 this, make it full screen. Turn it on. All right. So the first thing on here just has you doing double click on Windows 10 RDP on the desktop. That's just a pre-made remote desktop connection icon. This is getting mad at me because of what I did earlier. All right. So I'm going to double click that. Now pay notice to what it is actually doing. See, it's 107's what it's connecting to. It's using this IP address. Keep that in mind for what happens in a second here. So click yes on remote desktop connection dialog box if it appears. It didn't appear. That's okay. So step 2 says in the remote desktop connection window, which is this. So you can minimize this thing right here so you can actually see and see that IP address right there. That's how we're connected to this. Again, keep that in mind. All right. So it says go to the start menu and click network connection. So I'm going to click on the start menu. I'm just going to type NET. Well, it says right click on it. I'm so used to just typing stuff and getting to it. All right, so this is our network connection. Now it's going to have us go to the Ethernet, so the adapter. So in network connections, click on Ethernet and select properties. So it says click on Ethernet. Scroll down and change adapter options. So it's right here. I don't have to scroll down because my screen's big enough. This is going to open up the actual adapter right here. So this is our network card really right here. So I'm going to right click and go to properties because that's the next step over here. And Ethernet properties. So it says Ethernet and select properties in Ethernet properties windows. Double click Internet Protocol version IPv4. So our IPv4 is this one right here. So I'm just going to click on properties. So you'll see right here, the identity of this computer is 107. That's what we're connected to right here, right? Okay. So the next step is it wants me to change the 107 to 207 and then click OK. So when I change this to 207 and click OK, it's going to disconnect me. So as soon as I hit OK right here or close, so you'll see and click OK in Ethernet properties windows, click OK. It's not actually clicking OK, it's click close. So their instructions are on there. When I hit close, this is going to disconnect. Now it says to minimize that. So I did that quick, right? I did it quick. But if I come back to here, you're going to see it's actually disconnecting. But it did tell you to minimize it. If you had time, get in there and minimize it and click OK. So I minimized the RDP. This was step 10. A lot of you guys are just waiting for this to disconnect. See, it's disconnected. But if you follow the directions, it says to minimize, right? So the reason why it disconnected is because the identity of that computer is no longer 107. It's now 207. So that's why it had us minimize the Windows 10 RDP connection window. We minimized it. We don't need to wait for it. The error is supposed to pop up. Just carry on with the instructions. Don't let things popping up scare you. So from the taskbar, click the search icon. So I'm going to click on the search icon, and it wants me to type the remote desktop, right? So I can just type RE, and it should show it up here, remote desktop connection. Now you see the old one we were connecting to right here. It says 107. It wants us to click here, not here. So you click here, and we're going to change the 07, the 107 to 207, because that's what we changed the identity of that network card now. So it does not live at 107 anymore. It lives at 207. It upgraded to a new neighborhood. It left the ghetto. So once I do this, it's going to ask me for credentials, right? That's the next step right here. The IP address to 207. At the Windows security prompt, type the username as administrator. Now, that's one of those words, if you stop typing it halfway through, you're probably going to have to just hit delete and type it all over again. I know I do. And then U, capital C at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So lowercase u, capital C at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just verify, click on that happy icon, the little eye thing right there. Icon, get it? All right. And then we should be good to go. It doesn't say I have to click save, so I'm just going to hit OK. And I might have typed something goofy. Did I type anything goofy in there? We'll find out. Let me do it again. I know what I did. I didn't even look when I did that. I didn't do A. Let's try that again. That looks correct this time, guys? All right. Or not. Did I type something goofy in here? UC, capital C, at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. UC at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Username as administrator. Administrator. Looks like I spelled it right. No? Well, we'll find out. There we go. I don't know what's going on there. I have to go back and watch what I just did. All right, and then it says click yes. Don't ask me again. Click yes. It says wait 5 to 10 minutes for the remote desktop connection to be established, and then submit the task, and then close all windows. Now, the next thing is very important, though. Reset the machine after performing the task. If you don't do this, you're going to mess up on the rest of these. Okay? You got to read everything. Even on the tops of some of these, before you even start, it says restart this machine before you start. So read everything up here. Don't just go straight to the numbers. Read everything. And if you want to, well, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Well, it tells you why you're doing it right here. All right, so I gave that a little bit. I'm going to hit submit, evaluate. If this says wrong, just try it again. Let's go submit and try it again. So that was successful, but do record my answer, and don't forget, it says to reset the machine after performing the task. So I can close all the windows. And it just wants you to come over here and reset the machine before you go next. Then you should be good to go and carry on to the next lab. Hopefully this was helpful. I will upload this right now, and this will be at your disposal.